YouTube, and welcome to the 2022 NFL Picks for the World of Football. That's right, we're going to do it again for another year, and I am your host this time around, Adam Snow, and sitting across the table from me, as always, is the founder of theworldoffootball.com, and This Week in the World of Football, the podcast, which we'll talk about later, Randy Snow. How are you doing on this fine day?
Another NFL season already.
I know,
Didn't we just
great?
have the Super Bowl?
Well, we did. We didn't do a follow-up video when we picked our Super Bowl picks, but I think everybody kind of knew who won that one, unless you're living under a rock. But
So happy for Matthew Stafford.
yes, so here we are to start another season, another journey. Somebody's going to win a Super Bowl at the end of this year, and we're going to be here every single week to make picks. That's right. We do want to start off, though, and say that we don't pick the point spreads. We had to do this last year. We don't do point spreads. We just pick the teams straight up because we're a couple of morons. And I'm going to throw it over to Randy, who's got a special disclaimer we would like to give out. And it's going to be at the bottom of every video from here on out because, guys, we're just a couple of morons on YouTube picking NFL games. That's about it. So what do you got?
Yes, I'd like to start out with a warning on this video. If you plan to use our predictions as a means to justify your own gambling bets, then you, my friend, are an idiot. We don't know what we're talking about, and you should never listen to us for gambling advice. This is for entertainment purposes only.
And for me to prove that I'm smarter than him when it comes to picking games each week, but unfortunately the last 2 seasons have not gone my way.
Last 3 seasons.
Oh my God, 3 seasons in a row, huh?
We've done this 4 years in a row. You won the first year.
Oh.
I've won the last 3.
Dang, 3 straight, so I need to turn that around because last year, including the playoffs, you ended up with 173 correct, and I didn't write down the number wrong, but there were 285 games last year, so you got 64%, or sorry, actually, I have to readjust that. You got 61% correct last year.
Yeah. Well, it was very close in the regular season. We ended the regular season with only 2 games difference.
Right.
But at one point, I had a 10-game lead on you last year.
And
and you caught up, and I kind of fell off, but I hung on to win by 2 games last year.
You hung up to win, and even with the playoffs, it didn't help me out. You still ended up winning. 61% of the 285 games you got right last year. Only 59% I got right last year. So, hey, both over 50%. That's pretty darn good.
Yeah.
But we'll see if we can do better this year. And we're going to start off with the first game, kicking off this 2022 campaign. That's right. It's going to feature those defending Super Bowl champion Los Angeles Rams, led by our favorite quarterback in the NFL, Matthew Stafford. And
didn't we say last year that you cannot say his name anymore without saying Super Bowl champion Matthew freaking Stafford?
I'm sure
that's the official
in
title.
some social circles, that is how we are addressing Matthew Stafford. But they're going to go up against a team that could have won a Super Bowl last year, that might be a Super Bowl favorite this year, and that's the Buffalo Bills going into LA to play that Thursday night opener. And since you started off
as the defending
champion, you get the honor of starting us off with your first pick of this season.
Okay. Well, I think just about everybody was looking at this as last year's Super Bowl matchup.
Yeah, it was getting
the
there.
Bills and the Rams, and it just
Cincinnati
didn't work
kind of
out that
came out
way.
of nowhere. Well, I won't say come out of nowhere, but Cincinnati played with some toughness and played how they needed to and got to the Super Bowl and even gave the Rams a run for their money.
Yes,
in a couple
they were right there at the end. I was gritting my teeth on that last play, and but Los Angeles won, of course. But yeah, this is a fantastic way to start out this season. This is the best possible matchup I think they could have gotten. So the schedulers got it right. National TV Thursday night.
A lot of great scheduling this week, as we'll touch on.
Yeah, but as far as the game goes, I'm going to go with the Los Angeles Rams. I know the Bills have a lot to prove from last year, but Los Angeles is the returning champs, and I can't bet against them right now. But boy, this is going to be a whale of a game. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. So I'm picking LA.
All right. I'm going to have to start off by saying Matthew freaking Super Bowl champion Stafford is still my favorite quarterback. But on the other side of the ball, they got the other side of the field, they got Josh Allen and a very talented Buffalo Bills team that I'm sure is not happy that they didn't make it to the Super Bowl last year with the team that they got, and they've loaded up this year. They got Von Miller on defense, who was the former Ram, who played in that stadium and won the Super Bowl with them. Give me the Buffalo Bills to come out and win this first game of the season. As much as I don't like saying it, I just think the Bills might be the team to beat this season. All right, we're moving on to the 1 o'clock slate of games on that Sunday. And first, we're going to start with an NFC South division battle between the New Orleans Saints traveling down to Atlanta to play the Falcons. This should be a very interesting game. These are two teams, and we usually say this at the start of every year. It's hard to predict week one. Yeah. There are just so many new variables, so many different things go into play. We just don't know these teams yet. We haven't seen them play a whole lot. Maybe a little bit of preseason here and there. How many people are watching all the preseason games? So.
Preseason has no indication on how a team's going to play in the regular season. So don't use that when you're trying to figure out who's going to win these games.
And that's where I'm going to have to fall on one of our old tropes. I'm going to stick with the home team in this one. I know Atlanta isn't projected to do that well, but I'm going to pick the Falcons. Just out of having the home game. It might be a very close game, so I wouldn't be surprised if the Saints win, but give me the home team.
I'm going to take New Orleans in this one. I'm actually going against.
Wow.
Again, two close teams or two teams that should be fairly equal on the field. But I'm going to go with New Orleans in this one. I don't know why, but I'm just picking New Orleans as the better team.
Not a bad pick. Like that's one of those ones. It's a coin flip game.
Yep.
This next one, though, a game we're very excited about because it's Baker Mayfield taking on his former team, the Cleveland Browns, in Carolina, mind you. So you get to start this one off.
Give me the Panthers. I think there's just so much going on with the Browns that I don't know. Give me Carolina. I think Baker Mayfield has a lot to prove, and even though he never said he was out for revenge on his old team,
he pretty much came out and said he's out for revenge on his old team.
I think he gets it this week.
And I am in agreement with you there. Give me Baker Mayfield and the Carolina Panthers. Again, I don't know how close this game's going to be, and with the Browns having Jacoby Brissett at quarterback instead of Deshaun Watson, and for 11 weeks we'll see what the Browns can do without Deshaun Watson. I'll take the Panthers for now, but don't sleep on that Browns defense. All right, moving on, we're going to have the San Francisco 49ers traveling across the country to play the Chicago Bears, and I'm not even going to hesitate. Give me the San Francisco 49ers. I think the Bears are going to be one of the worst teams this year. That's not saying much coming from a Lions fan, but I will take the 49ers.
I agree. I'll take the 49ers in that one, even though they've got to come halfway across the country. I don't look for the Bears to be that much more improved over last year, and I think San Francisco has a lot to prove themselves this year. So give me San Francisco.
All right, our next game you get to start off with is an AFC North matchup. The Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to Cincinnati to play the defending AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals.
Boy, even without Ben Roethlisberger, it's hard to count out the Steelers.
Yep.
They're the same coaching staff is there, and I say Pittsburgh Steelers.
Wow, you're going with the Steelers?
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb on that one.
I'm going to stick with the home team, the Cincinnati Bengals, the defending AFC champions. This is going to be a tough one. I don't trust Trubisky anywhere near as much as I trust Joe Burrow right now, barring injury or something of that sort. So give me the Bengals. All right, moving on. We're moving up to the Motor City, where the Philadelphia Eagles will travel to play the Detroit Lions. And I hate that I have to pick this one first. And I hate that I'm going to say that the Philadelphia Eagles will get the win. I've been thinking all offseason the Lions have a chance, and they still might. We still have to wait and see. But the Eagles have been loading up. The Eagles might have the more talented roster right now, but who knows how that gritty Detroit Lions team is going to play. So I'll take the Eagles just to play it safe for week one.
Well, I'm going to be the homer in this one, and I'm going to pick the Lions to win this.
I figured you would.
Yeah, it's not because of what I saw in Hard Knocks. Just from the end of last year, I saw a big turnaround in the team, and with Dan Campbell there, I don't think he's going to let these guys, have a letdown from last year. I hope not. So I'm going to go with Detroit.
All right, moving on. The Indianapolis Colts travel to Houston to play the Texans in an AFC South matchup. Who do you got in that one?
Wow. I think I'll take Indy in that one.
And I am not going to disagree with you there. Give me the Colts to win a division game on the road to start the season. All right, another division game. The AFC East will see the New England Patriots travel down to Miami to play the Dolphins. This is going to be a very interesting game. New England usually struggles down there playing Miami, so give me the Dolphins week 1 to get the victory. But New England will probably get back on track after that.
I'm going to take New England in that one. I don't know why. I'm not sold on Tua Tagovailoa as their quarterback. I don't know. I'm just not getting the feeling that he's going to be the great quarterback everybody thinks he's going to be. So give me New England.
All right. Moving on to an AFC game, seeing the Baltimore Ravens traveling up to New York to play the Jets. Who do you got in that one? Yeah, you go first.
Baltimore. Give me the Ravens over the Detroit Lion-like New York Jets.
Well, let's not go comparing the Jets to the Lions just yet. I think the Jets have improved in a couple of ways and maybe not in any other ways. But I'm going to stick with taking the Ravens as well.
Okay, well, even though you gave the Jets a nice little pat on the back there, you're still going to vote against them.
And you picked the Ravens too? I was not listening. All right. All right. Moving on, the Jacksonville Jaguars travel up to Washington for the Commanders' first ever game in Washington as the Commanders. I guess I get to pick this one first. Boy, oh boy, give me the Jaguars to steal one on the road. I think Washington will still play them tough. They got a decent squad, I think, but we'll see.
I'm going to go with Washington. I just don't know if Jacksonville is ready to, start winning some games yet or not. I think they're still a ways from doing that. So just give me the Commanders at home.
All right. Then you got the New York Giants traveling down to Tennessee to play the Titans in the first of the 4 o'clock games. Who do you got there?
Giants and Titans. I will take the home team Titans in that one.
Yep. I am in 100% agreement with you. Tennessee to pretty much handle the feudal Giants. Mm-hmm. All right. Then this should be a thrilling game. The Kansas City Chiefs traveling to Arizona to play the Cardinals. As much as I like the Cardinals, and I think that they, got a lot to prove this year, the Kansas City Chiefs are usually a proven commodity to start the season. Yep. Give me the Chiefs.
I agree. I'll take the Chiefs in this one also. Like you said, Arizona may be a good team. They may, make the playoffs this year, but against the Chiefs in week 1, no, give me the Chiefs.
All right. And then you got the Las Vegas Raiders traveling down to SoFi Stadium to play the Chargers in Los Angeles. Who do you got in that one?
I'm going to take the Chargers in that one. They're the home team, and I'm not sure. There's been a lot of turmoil with the Raiders for a while, so I'm just going to go with the Chargers.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Chargers week 1. Hopefully this game's as thrilling as that final game they played last year to settle who was going into the playoffs, because that was one of the best games I'd seen in a long, long time, and hopefully they give us another one just like it. But again, taking the Chargers. All right, then we have an NFC North matchup to finish out the 4 o'clock games as the Green Bay Packers travel to Minnesota to play the Vikings. And I'm sorry, give me Green Bay week 1. Aaron Rodgers is probably ready to go. I don't see him sleeping like he did last year in week 1 against the Saints. So give me the Pack.
Yeah, I'll take the Packers too in that game.
All right, and then your Sunday night matchup, we'll see the Tampa Bay Buccaneers traveling down to Dallas to play the Cowboys. Ooh. This should be a very interesting game. Who do you got in this one?
Boy, yeah. Cowboys at home, Tampa Bay with Brady. Give me Tampa Bay.
All right, and I'm going to have to be the contrarian this time. I think Dallas at home. I think the Cowboys, they've always got weapons, but I think this is the time they're going to just square up against the Bucs. Tom Brady, taking a little bit of time off, which I'm sure will be good for him in the long run. Mm-hmm. But as of right now, I think they're going to get off to a slow start. Give me the Cowboys. All right, and then finally our Monday night matchup. A matchup that ever since this game was announced, we've all been looking forward to. Yeah. And it is Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos returning to Seattle to play the Seahawks. This should be a great game, if not a very, very bittersweet homecoming for Russell Wilson, because I see the Denver Broncos coming out with the victory in this one.
I'm going to go with Seattle. I think Russell Wilson will be the difference. I'm sorry. He's with Denver now, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, Denver. Whatever team Russell Wilson's playing for.
Okay, wow, making it hard on the graphics department. Week 1 as usual.
Yeah, I'm taking Denver too, so we're both taking Denver.
All right, yep. All right, so there we go. And as you can see on screen, there is Randy and his picks right there. As Randy is taking the Rams, Saints, Panthers, 49ers, Steelers, Lions, Colts, Patriots, Ravens, Commanders, Titans, Chiefs, Chargers, Packers, Bucks, and Broncos. Whew. And on my side, I'm going to be taking the Bills, Falcons, Panthers, Niners, Bengals, Eagles, Colts, Dolphins, Ravens, Jags, Titans, Chiefs, Chargers, Packers, Cowboys, and Broncos.
Yep. It should be an exciting week 1 in the NFL.
It should be, and it should be some exciting picks this week as I decimate Randy in the week 1 picks, I am sure. So tune back in with us next week, guys, for our week 2 picks and recapping how we did this week. And on top of that, be sure to go listen to This Week in the World of Football. It's our weekly podcast. We do released every Tuesday. You can find them on all your audio platforms there. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification on this video to be notified when we drop more of these, because we're going to do a lot of different stuff throughout the course of the season, especially now that things are firing back up in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
And then hit up the website that Randy runs over there. What's that website?
TheWorldOfFootball.com.
The URL is www.theworldoffootball.com. And I had to say it because he didn't know how to.
Well, you don't have to say www anymore. It goes without saying.
Well,
but if you type in The World of Football, it's The World of Football, not World of Football.
There's a lot of World of Football websites out there, and to clarify would help, Randy. Gosh. And you wonder why I'm going to smoke him this year in the picks. You've been huffing paint over there? Good Lord.
No, I'm confident that I'm going to beat you again this year.
Okay, well, we'll see. And that's it for this week, everybody. Check us out in our next video, which you'll find on the channel if you've done all the stuff we've asked you to. So until then, we'll be seeing you.